Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we will be discussing about certain do's and don'ts that you need to follow while creating user flows. So let's get started. The first user flow do's and don'ts that you can see is the first don't is don't be vague while creating user flows. Okay, so as you can see that we have this example of a user flow. So we have three screens, and the titles that have been given to these to this user flow is pretty vague, because as you what I can actually understand or make out from this particular user flow is, first the user is taken to a home page, then suddenly the user is taken to certain person's profile, and then suddenly the user is going to fill out certain form. I don't know from where he gets the profile, and I don't know from where he gets to fill this form, and I don't know what happens next. So it's very important that do not be vague with your user flows. You need to be really specific. You need to describe properly and clearly what is going to happen at each and every step, because as I've already told in the previous video, user flows are the user paths, okay, or the user journey that a user or that a prototypical user is going to take, starting from the initial home page or the landing page to the last page or to the last screen, till there has been a successful action carried out by the user. And it's very important because this helps the designers as well as the developers to realize how the entire workflow is going to be, and according to that they can design, right? So it's very important that you create a proper user flow. So I've already told you that do not be vague. Instead, how your user flow should be is your title and descriptions should be specific. So as you can see that in this particular user flow, so the person is taken to a home page, or he enters the home page, and then he searches for a particular profile, and then once he finds the profile, he enters into that profile and fills up the form. Okay, this user flow is still incomplete, because what happens after filling up the form, there can be a successful scenario, there can be an unsuccessful scenario. All of these are not done, so this is yet an incomplete user flow. But yet what I just wanted to tell you is, in each step you need to give a proper title and a description, so that the people who any outsider also can actually understand, just by looking at your user flow diagram, that what essentially is happening. Okay, the next don't is, as I've already told in the previous video as well, that user flows are unidirectional flow diagrams. Okay, they can be flow charts, but these are mostly unidirectional flows and not maps. So as you can see that here we have a map, right? You can understand that from this screen you're going to here, and from here to there, and suddenly you go there and you go here, and it's a very jumbled up or a messed up user flow diagram. So as you can see that what it says is, uh, creation of bidirectional, or I won't say bidirectional, but multi-directional diagrams is good when you're creating site maps or navigation flows, but not for the creation of user flows. Instead, how the user flows should be is like this. It should be unidirectional. Even if you have a decision making step at any particular level, it should be properly labeled, and it should be showing that this is the step where the action is unsuccessful, and this is the step where the action is successful. Okay, so there can be certain decision making steps at each level in a proper user flow, but in that case you need to be very specific. You need to give proper descriptions, because user flows like these are very confusing, and often you are yourself going to be confused at what essentially is happening, what step comes after which particular step. So don't make such confusing, jumbled up user flows like this. Instead, go for unidirectional, properly labeled user flows. The next step is, I'm using the same diagram. So as you can see that the next don't is, do not miss out on details. Like as you can see from this image, this is a user flow diagram for the creation of an account. This is just the title. It does not tell me anything more that what type of account creation is happening, or from where you get that account creation option, where you need to enter the details, what happens if you do not enter correctly, to which page are you taken once you have entered the details correctly. So this is a very incomplete user flow. Instead, what a proper user flow should look like, so for the same diagram, for the same user flow diagram, you can see it is again the creation of an account. So the first step is you come to the home page, and then at the home page you go to the create account option. Once you go there, the create account page opens up, and there you need to fill all your details, your username, password, etc. After that, what you need to do is there is a decision tree here. You need to verify your details, and then you need to click on create. So there can be a button named create. So you need to enter all your details correctly, and after that you need to verify your details correctly. If you have verified all your details and all your details have turned out to be accurate, then your account creation is successful. But here we have another unsuccessful scenario which says that on unsuccessful verification, the creation of the account fails. Okay, so this is a proper user flow, and one very important thing is that the user flow should be complete. It should not be started from the midway and also left at the midway. Like this is the creation of an account. Like as you can see that it actually denotes a complete process being taken place, like for the creation of the account, starting from where you can find the account creation option to the to the step where your account creation is successful. So a user flow should not be incomplete, or it should not be detached. It should be showing, or it should be depicting a complete process taking place. Okay, starting from the initial step to the completion, or to the successful action being taken place by the user. So these were some of the do's and don'ts that you need to keep in mind while creation of a successful user flow. So this is all for this video. Let's meet you in the next video. Thank you.